Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Bob Explains Better. In this video we're going to be covering a quick guide on how to maximize your daily adventure rank XP and specifically how to get through the adventure ranks to maximize your rewards. Now I received a request on one of my other videos for this, so this first 1-minute segment of the video is going to be the super simple summary. It's meant for you to take a screenshot to be able to reference and look at, but I will run through a quick explanation and then about 5 minutes of the last part of the video will be a detailed guide where I talk about that content with some of the mistakes that players commonly make. Now first and foremost you want to maximize the use of your resin. And you can get up to 900 adventure rank per day just from your resin based on the calculation that you see here, which is that you get 1 resin every 8 minutes for a maximum of 180 resin per day. That's done by 24 hours, 60 minutes per hour, 1440 minutes in a day divided by that 8, and that gives you 180, right? Fundamentally, 20 resin, as you can see in this image here, is equal to, right, 100 adventure rank XP. It's this middle line, right? So therefore, that gets us 900 just from using our original resin. If you log in and the first thing you do is start blazing your daily commissions, but you make the mistake of not checking your map and realizing that you are at max resin, then you are wasting out on getting some of this adventure rank XP every day. Now, between that, doing your commissions, and then turning in that 4 set of commissions, you can get 2400 adventure rank XP a day, which is phenomenal. Now, next up, right, is how you sequence that with the other content that you've got to do. And to maximize and get through the ranks as fast as possible, you want to combine the locations of these things and what you want to do, whether that's killing bosses, right, or farming for a specific domain that you want to be getting. Do that around a story quest or things that you need to collect, or chests that you need to grab, places that you maybe haven't yet explored in a lot of detail, and you will level up as quickly as you possibly can. As you can see, doing the oculi really gives you a ton of adventure XP. Getting chests luxurious is 30 to 60 a pop, precious is 30, exquisite is 20 to 30, and commons are 10 to 20 each. So this is a fantastic way to quickly ascend through the adventure ranks and maximize your power in Genshin Impact. So a simple mistake that a lot of players make after logging in is they get right to doing things kind of mindlessly. I'm going to go kill some mobs. I'm going to go do some mining. I'm going to do my daily commissions because I want to get that 1 spin of the day. Maybe you've got that combined with a Welkin and it's something you look forward to. But a lot of times, if you're only playing once a day, you might actually be sitting at max resin, and you don't really want to be at max resin because resin can directly correlate to increasing your adventure rank. Every time you finish a hypo or you do your weekly quests, like Dvalin, or you do Wolf, that's going to be 300 or 200 adventure rank XP that helps you chip away. And when you start getting up here to the higher parts of the game, and you see your adventure rank 50 now, I finally hit that. Not only is this threshold getting higher with every level, but you really want to be maximizing the possible adventure rank XP that you can get. And here's a great example of that, right? If I logged in and I did my daily commissions first, but I was sitting at max resin, and then I say get distracted or something comes up, I gotta go, I could be sitting for hours not accumulating that resin, and that could miss out on 100 or even 200 adventure rank XP a day. I have a lot of things marked on my map that I like to do. Monster runs, areas where there's core lapis for leveling Zhongli or Keqing, which both somehow share core lapis, and I drew them both in the last wishing cycle. It's really easy to just fall into the pattern of doing stuff in this game. It's a wonderful, fun, open world game. But remember that when it comes to progressing, this is the gatekeeping content of the game. This is MiHoYo's take it from mobile gotcha mechanic that makes you want to spend money by buying with your primos, more opportunities to run for those perfect artifacts, which are really scaled to not give those to you right away, right? The way the math runs, getting those substats is really the end game, where you want crit damage, crit attack. Of course, I always get defense or HP, right? The artifacts that I've leveled have been very suboptimal in some cases, but it's because even at adventure rank 50, there's a long way to go to really reach the end game in Genshin Impact. So you want to do your story quests whenever you can. A lot of times when there's a story quest, like we got Zhao coming in 1.3, Zhao is going to bring a story quest that brings you adventure rank. If you're a player who hasn't yet finished getting your Anemoculi or your Geoculi, well, first of all, you need to do that. It's a ton of adventure rank, right? Leveling up your tree, is the equivalent of that in Dragonspine, but, that is a huge mechanic. And the last thing that really boosts that overall adventure rank is scouring the world. And I haven't finished doing this because I don't think this is very fun, and I'm at adventure rank 50. This was just from playing the game and doing daily commissions. If you're playing the game somewhat attentively and you're not just zoned out while you play, you will find little chests here and there. You don't have to rush and sweep to do that. I didn't find that to be an enjoyable experience. I did have to sweep for the Anemoculus and the Geoculus just because of how many there are, especially over here in Liyue. But the patch 1.1 brought us the treasure compass and the Geoculus finders, which are craftable in both of these major cities. So you can go over and craft yourself a little gadget that actually helps you find maybe that one missing Geoculus or Anemoculus. And I have a great video that explains exactly how that item works when it was introduced. And this will help you find a missing Geoculus or Anemoculus if you have still just one remaining. So yeah, do your dailies. Make sure that you're doing that every day, that you're not sitting at max resin. Follow the story quests along where they go through the progression because they're worth just a ton. Do the events and you will progress, right? Make sure that you are getting Anemoculus and Geoculus, and I highly recommend using a tool such as an interactive map so that as you're moving to the next area you can plan ahead and do some of those things simultaneously. I've got a great other video about monster loops and artifact loops. You will also find monster and artifact loops that are extremely helpful in terms of they run along the path of chests, or I'll do one of these loops and maybe I've even done it 2 or 3 times. On my 4th or my 5th time I'll end up finding that last chest that was in that area. And sometimes chests are as simple as you'll see a pattern here, like 3 of something, and you pick those 3 and pop, a chest pops out, or you pick 4, and those are more the hidden chest mechanics. I will link a video that is fantastic on a site from Billybong, which is basically the Chinese YouTube, and it is absolutely incredible. There are so many chests, but people have developed extremely optimal routing when it comes to picking stuff like that up. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck, enjoy progressing. Feel free to add me if you guys ever want to do some monster loops or other Genshin Impact content, and don't hesitate to request if you have any special topics. Have a great weekend. Hope everyone enjoyed this video, and if you like this content, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Your positive feedback means a lot to me.